Hello, Earth signs, and welcome to your Moon Cycle 8 Astro Oracle messages for your individual Earth Astro signs in your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus signs. I'm so excited to be here. I am Shakti Sanja, and I am giving you the Astro Oracle guidance and messages that you need to reflect on the last moon cycle we just had, which was a new moon in Cancer and a full moon in Aquarius. And we have the next week and a half or so kind of winding down from all that Aquarius full moon energy. We're going into a third quarter moon in the sign of, Taurus. Before we start off our next moon cycle. And if you'd like to join us for moon ceremonies and get to know your astro chart even better, check out Moon Mastery below and join us for that new moon in Leo coming up on the 18th. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into your individual readings, starting with Virgo because your season is up next. All right, Virgo, so what do you need to really fully express your individual self and to let your uniqueness and nurture your uniqueness, let your uniqueness out and nurture your uniqueness? Jumbling over my words a little bit. All right, so we have the desert coming out for you. What animal card do we have for you, my Virgos? Yeah, so we have set healthy boundaries and also buffalo in the reverse. So what I see for this for you, Virgo, is there's this real need to go inward. You might have been experiencing this need to go back into your core self, into your core values, into what really works for you and what does not. You know, to go into the desert of yourself. It might even be like spending a weekend by yourself, a full day by yourself, having silence, really having that time to be in the desert of you. You might feel thirsty there. You might feel hot. You might feel parched, but there will be a great vision, a great lesson that you will gain from that, right? So it's almost like going back into your own center and spending time with yourself to learn who you really are. And with Buffalo Spirit in reverse and Armadillo Spirit, it's about setting healthy boundaries and feeling like, you know, there's maybe a block to abundance, or like you're not present to the abundance all around you and in life. There's a need to have more gratitude for what you do have, and also this need to put boundaries up or protect yourself from what you don't want to be happening in your life. So what I see in the desert is there's more of kind of a gratitude for yourself, your own unique gifts, what it is that you bring forward here, and to appreciate that within yourself, right? To really see, like the buffalo represents this ability to see that all parts of the buffalo can be used. All of them can be used for medicine, for tools, for food. So how do you perceive yourself? Do you feel like all aspects of you are useful, or are you being too hard on yourself, right? And if you're being too hard on yourself, it might be because you have leaky boundaries. Maybe you're spending too much time with one particular person or doing one particular thing to the point that it's draining you, or it's having you lose connection with yourself and your own power. So this is something for you to consider. You know, what would it look like for you to put an armoring or a shell around yourself that's really here to support you? And that might just be taking some time out and taking some time just to be with yourself. Okay, so knowing that this is what you need to do for you and your own individual expression, what do you need to know so that you can serve the world and that you can deeply serve yourself, right? Because when you serve yourself, you serve the world, and when you serve the world, you serve yourself. That is the energy of Aquarius and Leo season. All right, so let's see what you need to know to serve the world. Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Yeah, so it might really be that what you really need to serve the world is to find the people that really align with you, work with you, they get you, they know you, right? And maybe going back into yourself is going to help you really see, like, okay, these people I need to spend more time with, these people I maybe need to be more boundaried with, or spend less time with, or give less of my energy to. And there's a sense of bringing in this soul family and really being a leader, right? Even considering yourself this creator of a community, right? If your friends and family and romantic relationships are your community, do they feel like they're supporting you and you're supporting them, right? It's this mutual two-way street, and that's what the boundaries and the armadillo are here to teach you as well. So you'll really be able to serve when you're in the right community of people. And I'll pull a crystal card for you as well. And you have kyanite So kyanite is also the card that Aries got, so you might want to go watch the Aries reading. And kyanite is about, again, opening your throat chakra, expressing your truth, speaking your truth to the world, and really, you know, saying to people like, this resonates for me, this doesn't, this is what I need. So it's really learning how to speak your own needs without being harsh, right? Because Virgo energy, sorry, my phone started ringing. Virgo energy can sometimes be a little hard on itself and hard on others. So how can you do that with love and with grace, right? Where you get to be served and they get to be served as well. So I'm going to look at what else this represents. Resolving disputes, diplomacy, restoring harmony, tending fences, building bridges. Yeah, so there's a big part of like creating peace and love in those harmonious boundaries and relationships that you want, right? This is still family. There's love and connection there. There's not just like, no, you can't be there. That's not a boundary, that's a wall, right? Boundaries are always created with love, with respect for yourself and other people, so that you can be full up and fully give of yourself, and you can be at your best when you're with others. So kyanite spirit is here to help you resolve any conflicts and issues so that you fully can serve the world, and you can even learn how to do that, right? Learning to be diplomatic by going within yourself. So I hope this really served you, Virgo. And I hope you join us in Moon Mastery for some of my moon ceremonies and astro chart readings for you. Check that out in the link below. All right, next up is Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn. Let's see what you need to know to fully serve your unique individualism, your uniqueness. What do you need to nurture yourself at this time for this 8th moon cycle of the year? We have the ocean, really beautiful. So what I'm seeing is like connecting to the depths of you, connecting to the changing nature, connecting to the bigness of your heart and the ocean of experiences within you, right? So the ocean might also be an indication that maybe you need to go to an ocean, you need to plan a trip, you need to be by a big part of the ocean. And if not, really think about, what does being by the ocean do for you? So maybe looking at some poetry, listening to music, like doing more things that are a bit more emotional and feminine might really give you a lot of joy and a lot of meaning at this time, and it can help you connect to the depths within you, because Capricorns have a lot of depth within them. They have a lot of deep understanding of the world and of the cycles of the world. That's also often what gives them this drive to keep going. Right? So connect to that more emotional, that more psychic, to that deeper part of you, the ocean within you, the ocean of creativity, the ocean of emotion, and you will be really deeply served by that. I'm also going to pull an animal card for you. Yeah, coyote spirit. Trusting in divine detours, right? So with an ocean of emotion, there's some stuff that's just not working for you, it's just not jiving, if there's been detours, if there's been blocks, if the internet's down, the call's cutting out, you're having difficulties, knowing and trusting in the detours that life is taking you on, knowing and trusting that rejection is protection, and really connecting to your emotions in order to move through that, right? Capricorns really can't sometimes stand when they feel like they can't progress, they can't move forward, and there's obstacles. Sometimes we kind of like that energy because it gives us some grit and resiliency, and sometimes we feel like it's coming in our way. So it's really the idea of like taking on that coyote trickster energy of, how can you have fun with this? How can you see it as a part of your path? How can you see it as a part of you? How can you really build up further your resilience through the energy of joking and playing and having fun and not taking life so seriously, right? So kind of connecting to the depth of humor, even in the moment, that can really be present. So what do you need to know in order to serve your world and serve yourself? So how can you serve the world? How can you serve yourself best at this time? And we have the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, trapezy of life, expression. So these are the 7 star sisters of Pleiades. And Pleiadian energy is always understanding that you need to be healed so that you can heal others. Your healing journey is just as important as you helping other people heal and go on their own journey. It's a dual parallel path. They are one and the same. Like one happens as the other happens. It's never that you're out there helping and serving and on a mission to serve people and not actually being served yourself, right? And often these divine detours are exactly here to teach you your next lesson, to bring up your wounds, to help you heal. And so it's really being with the tapestry of life, with expression. So again, there's this sense of like dancing with life, maybe having more fun, dancing or creating or doing something artistic, or what would it look like for you to fully express yourself? Maybe you start doing YouTube videos or a podcast, or you start writing. There's something within you that needs to come out, and it's going to help you deal with any sort of frustration that you have towards not serving in the way that you think you might, or not healing in the way that you thought you would, right? It's going to help you kind of deal with any frustration that you have with where you're at compared to where you thought you should be. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments below if this is resonating for you. In order to also serve yourself, there's also this sense of like, birthing creations, being creative, allowing yourself to even look at the stars, let the stars speak to you. Stargazing is a really powerful way to connect to our higher selves, to our higher consciousness, to our higher ideas. And then we also have lepidolite here, which is again connecting to the ether, connecting to the cosmos. Even the color purple is very powerful. So there's this like kind of purple, angelic, celestial energy that's here to serve you. So you will be served by tapping into higher consciousness through meditation, through art, through expression, through looking at the stars, through doing astrology. Come to one of our moon mastery ceremonies for the new moon, right? It'll be powerful for you. I just saw it 11:11. So noticing the magic all around you, and noticing the beauty there, and knowing and allowing yourself to be free to express in that space. I'm also going to look up a little bit about what lepidolite stands for. Simplification, management, organization, one task at a time, right? So it can be really, I'm really glad that I just read that, because it can be like, and the ocean is really wide and expansive, and it might make you feel like overwhelmed to be like, whoa, well, there's so many places I could go and so many things I could do. But just start with one thing at a time. Just kind of focus on what feels good right now. What do I need to express right now? What am I creating right now? What's the most obvious creation for me to be doing? And don't oversimplify it. If there's detours, if there's shifts, trust that. Just try to keep it simple, keep it simplified, and have a laugh with it. Don't take it so seriously. All right, Capricorn, I hope that served you. Please join us for that Leo new moon ceremony in Moon Mastery. The link is below. And let me know what you got from this reading. Big love to you. All right, Taurus, welcome. Last but not least, here are your readings for what you need to know for this moon cycle 8. And in particular, in keeping with that Aquarius and Cancer energy, there is this question around how can you most nurture your uniqueness? How can you be the best version of your individual self that you can be during this moon season? So Spirit has a plan is what's come up for me, Taurus. And then there's also the Forest, which is really powerful. All right, so yeah, Taurus, there's really this need for you to trust that your own individual best, like your best self, is going to come through your connection to nature and your connection to spirit, your higher connection to the earth and to the land. Like the land will show you, spirit will show you. If you pray and ask for direction and guidance, you will receive that guidance. You will know what is next for you to do and express and who you are to be, right? You can also ask this of yourself, your own inner forest, your own inner nature, your own inner spirit, your higher self. But there's this real sense of, there's two trees here. So this real need to connect and root down and ground into what do you always know is true for you? Where do you need to adventure next in the forest that is you? So there's this need to like root down, connect to your own steadiness. And what I mean by this is really continue being who you've always been. And then also think about where is the next journey I'm going to go on? Where is spirit leading me to? Where is my guidance leading me to? And go there and explore there, because there will be massive gifts that you receive in that forest. Okay? So to expand on that, I want to ask, how is it that you can best serve the world and also serve yourself at this time? Because they're really one and the same, if we choose them to be. All right, so it's surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Again, so really being in nature, allowing nature to move you. The way that you can serve the world is by surrendering and enjoying life, right? You serve the world by being joyful, by being happy, by being full, by being in nature, by being inspired, right? And in that way, you get to just be authentically yourself. It serves you, and it gets to serve the rest of the world when you're filled up. So pleasure, joy, making love to life gets to become your priority. And I'll pull a a crystal for you as well to see what other messages we have. Okay, there's a lot of... It's all falling down. Okay. Okay, blue lace agate. Blue lace agate. Lots of crystals around expression and communication and having, better communication skills with yourself, with others, even communicating your needs, even just saying, hey, I need to go to the forest. I need to go connect to myself today. I'm going to go do that, and being able to communicate that to yourself, admitting it to yourself first, and then speaking it to other people in loving and beautiful ways is powerful. There's a real message here of there is a loving way to say anything. Even if you're angry with someone, or you need to fire them, or you need to change your relationship, or you need to see something super vulnerable, there's a loving way to do that. So I'm sending you all my love, Taurus. I hope you have a lot of fun exploring and being in the pleasure and joy of life. There's lots of love here for you. And please join us for the next moon cycle of ceremonies. And I'll see you back here for moon cycle 9 summaries. Sat Nam.